we have to talk about this. We have to start with this. The Rolling Friggin' Stones. First of all, how does this happen? How did this come to be?
We share the same promotion company, AEG, and our promoter and good friend Mark Norman was trying to get us a slot opening for them for the last year, and finally they gave in and said, all right, let's hear what they got. So we sent them some stuff, and Mick Jagger, I guess, saw the live video for Sawed Off Shotgun. That's what ended up getting us on the show.
So wait, it wasn't even like Suits in a back room going, oh yeah, no, this band would be a good fit. Mick Jagger himself was like, these guys have what it takes to open for us. That's what happened.
That's my understanding. I think he kind of plays point on almost every aspect of their touring, at least everything that he can. So
now, did you get a chance to interact with the Stones at all?
For about a minute.
Worth it, though.
Yeah, it was great.
What was it, just like handshakes, high fives, see you later, have fun kind of thing?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Have you guys played France before, or was this a first for that as well?
Played in Paris, France, but never in Marseille. Cool to be on the Mediterranean.
I've seen you before you hit a stage. You are this fascinating mix of like nerves and yet supreme confidence. What was it like just before you went out to open for the Rolling Stones?
It was kind of just walking around, patting everybody on the shoulders, chugging waters. It was pretty sterile backstage because our dressing room was right next to theirs, and they didn't want to be around hard liquor or anything, so we couldn't have bottles for the boys in the dressing room. All we had was beer, and we couldn't have any like friends or family back, so it was a pretty quiet atmosphere. It kind of reminded me of a dressing room before a boxing match or something, but we loosened up before we went on, and we're kind of smiling and hitting each other on the shoulder, and then we went out there, and of course there was some major nerves, but it all disappeared about 30 seconds in.
And now you get to take all of that confidence and that cool moment and that atmosphere of being on stage just ahead of the Stones, a band that I know you loved when you were growing up, and you get to bring that all back over here and go on a Canadian tour. It hasn't even been that long since you guys have been out on the road. What's got you so eager to get out there again?
Just kind of felt like time. I mean, we like to stay busy, of course, and, to tell you the truth, I have no friggin' clue, Drew.
I appreciate that. You're like a hired gun. They just point at a stage and you go sing your ass off.
It's what we do, This is what we do. So.
I want to talk about Sawed Off Shotgun a little bit, but first I want to talk about the video that you guys released, the open letter sort of addressing Sawed Off Shotgun, where you say, like, don't let management tell you what to write, and you talk about all these things that are sort of going on in the world and in your life. Man, like, you have written some emotional stuff when it comes to rock and roll, but that might have been the most open that we have had a chance to hear you yet. Where did that come from?
Well, they wanted me to get ahead of the message, to kind of tell everybody what the song was about, and I was trying to do that. I was trying to listen to what they were telling me and trying to do it the way they wanted me to do it. And I just kind of snapped and started writing that. I feel like I don't feel much differently than a lot of other people in this world. And I think that we all walk around with these major anxieties and this overload of information and this feeling like everything, like there's too much stuff to try to digest. I mean, everybody's looking for a way to one-up each other, but nobody realizes that everybody is thinking about the same things and feeling the same way about those things. And then there's a whole other side of it of, what I was getting at later in the thing about how then there's all that personal shit that makes everybody different and makes them feel the same way still. But I mean, I just kind of snapped and started writing it. That's what the song's, kind of about. But all those feelings, all those things that I wrote about, that's where a song like that comes from. And I mean, it was kind of a roundabout way of trying to shut up my manager, God bless his soul, and trying to prove a point. But I mean, he was definitely happy with it when I sent it back. I thought he was going to be a little bit irked. He actually liked it, so I don't know.
I'm glad he did, because I'm glad that we all got a chance to hear it, and then obviously it ties into the song. Last time you were here around Christmas time, and we got a chance to talk here in the studio, you said that Sawed Off Shotgun was like the big crowd favorite when you guys released Young Beauties and Fools, the new album. So now it's getting out there. Now it's really getting spotlight attention. How big do you think this thing's going to get compared to some of your guys' other hits?
You know what? I have no clue. I mean, I could try to predict every song that we've released is going to get big, or every time we release a song, we think it's going to do well. I mean, it's not really my job to predict that stuff, and I think that once you get tied up in all that stuff, and tracking a song or tracking your social media or trying to make things viral, I mean, once you start doing that too much, you kind of lose the other part of yourself that's supposed to make this thing fun, that's supposed to make this thing spontaneous, and that's supposed to just be about the music.
Brett Emmons, Glorious Sons, the SOS Tour gets out in Canada in November. Thanks for coming on, bud.
Thanks, Drew. Always a pleasure.
Regina's Rock Station, 104.9, The Wolf.